What's going on, you guys? It's Daydream here, back with another Minecraft survival series, and today we're gonna fix out a very big problem we've been having since we started this world. So, starting in the survival series world, first thing that you're actually going to see is my camera. This camera, it's the same camera I've been using this entire time. I just made it widescreen, but I made it smaller, so when we're doing full face, it looks a lot better. But for gameplay screen, it kind of seems very, very, very small. So I'm thinking whether or not I'm even gonna keep it during gameplay or not. But that's something that we'll just have to see. Right now, you guys will let me know down in the comments if you think I should keep it like this, because it kind of shows this more, and then it kind of shows some of my monitor, but that's not a big deal. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I should keep it more, or should I just not have webcam on the gameplay itself, because kind of you don't really need it. So but with that out of the way, let's get into this episode. So today we're going to be working on two things: item water streams and storage system. So if you guys have seen my video in the past, in the first season of the survival series, we made a storage system, and we started making a bulk storage system for every item in the game. But that was a very long time ago, and I never actually finished that project. We aren't doing anything like that, but we are going to make a storage system that's going to be for blocks like dirt, for stone, for cobblestone, where there's water streams and it automatically gets sorted. But also, I want to make water streams and sorting systems for each villager and their villager typing, for each villager and what they buy. So let's say some stuff from the iron, we'll take iron ingots and have them automatically sorted into a system that's next to the two people that buy iron. I can't remember what they're called, but you get what I mean. And also the sugarcane farm, sugarcane will go into the librarians. Alright, a little bit of a scene change, but yeah, we are going to be starting a storage system, and for a storage system, I think we should make kind of a building. But just, this does take a lot of redstone, which I actually don't have so much of, and also a decent amount of quartz, which we do have a decent amount of, so it'll be fine. Also, you need some wood to make chests, so that's why we have all of that wood in our inventory. Do we have any more chests? We do not. But I think we can make this storage system somewhere close by, but it won't get in the way. Pretty much, I want to make it in the middle of where all of our farms are going to be, but then whatever's overflown will be put into a line if it can lead into the, if it's something that villagers will trade, it'll lead to the villager, wherever the villagers are. But if it's something that cannot be traded by the villagers, we might just end up letting it be destroyed, deleted from the world. We actually have to take out some of these villagers because they're really cramping up, and there are super amounts. I might have to turn this off, because do you see in that corner right there, there are a lot of villagers and a lot more. There's like a lot of villagers and some, so we may have to kind of either move these villagers into the nether or just completely kind of get rid of them. I think we might put them in the nether just for now, but in the future we might just have to start getting rid of them. So I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to clear out an area, and I'm going to get started on the, I think we're going to make a storage system first and then make a building around it. So I feel like this is going to be our general area for where our farms are going to be. So I feel like if we make it, we can, like, we already have 2 iron farms and the automatic melon and pumpkin farm right there. And I'm pretty sure we're going to end up having a sugarcane farm, like an automatic one, soon enough. So we can make it somewhere that's pretty close but not super close. So maybe we just put it, we can put the storage system. We gotta think. I gotta think about this. I'm going to take some time. I'm gonna think about it, where I want it to be. It might just be over here. We might just clear out this area over here and make it here, or we can make it like something huge, and maybe we make it over here. Make like a big path and everything. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool to me, honestly. So I'm going to take some time. I'm going to clear out a lot of these trees and a lot of the terrain, kind of flatten it down a bit, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. Alright, so I just finished clearing out a lot of area. This took me, what time? It took me about 20 minutes just to clear this area, but this is pretty much the hardest part about it, was just finding a clear area to do it. So in this area, it's pretty narrow, so I'm probably gonna dig out more that way, but for now it's good for what we need. So what we're going to have here is a building that's going to have automatic storage for every farm we have. So that includes the iron farm, the melon and pumpkin farm, also the bone meal from the melon and pumpkin farm, and when we eventually have a sugarcane farm and a cobblestone farm. All of those stuff will be leading through water streams into here, into this building that's going to be here. So I'm going to go get some redstone, I'm going to get some comparators, repeaters, and torches. I'm going to show you guys how to make the storage system, and then we are going to start filling it up. We're going to have a lot more storage than we need right now, but I feel as long as we're prepared for it, because we're also going to put some blocks. We're going to put like sand, we're going to put dirt, stone, cobblestone. We don't need grass, but I think the basics for now, maybe even some gravel, because eventually we're going to do a farm for the piglins, and that's also going to be a lot. So I think we're going to have two separate levels. First level is going to be blocks, the first level is going to be, the main level is going to be farms. I think underneath it, what we're going to do is have stuff like dirt and stuff like cobblestone, all of that sorted on the bottom. So I think we're going to start off with that. So I'm going to take all the redstone I have, and we are going to take all of this. We'll take that with us too. We're going to take some cobblestone, as much as we can carry. We'll definitely come back for more of that. Actually, we'll put some of that back. We'll take that. We need some torches. We'll take these two, because the more the better. We are going to need a lot of hoppers. So again, we're going to need a lot of hoppers. We're going to need a lot of chests, a lot of everything for this, because this is automatic storage and it takes a lot of redstone and a lot of resources. So let's get started. So of course you need a repeater, a hopper, and also we're gonna drop this off of there, and we also need an anvil, because you also need a block that won't get stored in this system, that to kind of stop it. So I'll explain what that means in 1 second. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make a bunch of chests. So we're going to just do like that. We're going to make them all into chests. And then we're going to make, since we already have a hopper here, I'm going to use this. I'm going to just, make it a basic one just for now. We're going to need a repeater, a comparator, some redstone torches, and also some redstone dust. So it's actually a very simple system how to make this, and we also need some building blocks. So we'll take some dirt, just because we have a lot of that. So how you make it is that you put redstone comparator right here. So you want to lift this up actually 1 block. So we're gonna grab our dirt, we're gonna put the comparator right there, we're gonna put 2 blocks right in front of it and a block leading down. You're gonna put your redstone dust right there. Okay, underneath the block right here, you're going to place your repeater facing that way, so facing towards the comparator. And then in front of that, you're going to put, I believe it is right, I believe you put the redstone torch right here. No, that does not seem right. No, okay, so actually I got that a little wrong. You move this back 1, so you put the comparator, the repeater right there facing this way, and then you put the redstone torch underneath the comparator. So you're going to put the comparator up here, and you're going to put the torch right here like that. Okay, once you have that, you can actually cover this up, and you can put you have to put a hopper facing that way, so facing into the comparator, and then a hopper facing underneath it into a chest or into a storage system, whatever you want. Okay, and now in here we're going to use redstone blocks as an example. And what we can do now is go to sleep and explain it a little more. Okay, so let's say we had a system that was kind of like this, right? We'd have, obviously this is just for one, but this is for examples only. Okay, let's say we have a system like this where it's water flowing and then we have a hopper right here and a hopper right here. So in this we actually just put, let's say this is a block. We're not going to use this when we actually make the system, but this is blocks of redstone. We can use anything that's non-stackable or anything that's not going to go in the system. So actually I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take some cobblestone and I'm going to make them into cobblestone slabs, right? So we're going to take a bunch of cobblestone slabs. We're going to take a stack and we're just going to name these F. A random letter, right? We're going to take a bunch of these. So now we know that these can never be stacked upon unless we put them into the system ourselves, because natural cobblestone slabs are named cobblestone slabs. So we can put that in the inside of here, and we can actually put, let's say, dirt into the system now. Okay, so now what we can do, let's say we want to take some wood and we want to take some dirt and some cobblestone, and we can actually throw these into the water stream, and because of this is only accepting dirt, it'll actually pick up the dirt that I throw into it. So let's put the cobblestone, the birch, and the dirt, and for fun we'll put some bone meal and the redstone blocks, right? So if we look at this now, you'll see there's dirt flowing into this hopper and going into this chest right here, and everything else that we put is that's gonna let the water out, but it's okay, it is going into here. So the one problem is when you have one chest for everything is that the dirt itself or whatever you decide to use as your block isn't always going to it's not always going to fully stack. So when I make these storage systems, you're gonna see how I make it typically. I like to have more than one chest leading into it. What that means is that, let's say this, we're gonna keep this as dirt. We'll have two right next to it that are also dirt, just so in case the first one doesn't get it, the next two will definitely get it. So I'm going to start making up the system. I'm going to start putting it for, this is going to be the top layer, so this is going to be the farm layer. So I'm going to take this down and I'm going to start making the system, and I will make a building around it afterwards, because the building doesn't really matter. It's the system that matters, as long as we know we're going to keep this well lit up. We're not going to let any mobs near it. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics of the system. But now it is time to, well, just make it. So I'm going to take a little time and I'm going to get this system all worked out, and yeah, I'm going to make, hopefully we can get all of our farms done today and maybe some dirt, because dirt is annoying. And we're also going to work on the actual water streams leading to this, because that's also a very big thing that we need to do. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll see you guys back when we're done with it. Okay, so I built up a couple of the systems already. I have all of these all wired up with every piece of redstone that we need. So with everything all wired in, now we have to worry about how we're getting the items through. So I kind of already have an idea of how I want to do it, where we are going to have a water stream that goes up, and it goes through an item elevator, which I will show you guys how to make, and it's going to go through the system just like that. So right here we're actually going to put a block of ice, and we're going to put some blocks around it just like this, and right here on this block right here is going to be the water stream that shoots it all the way up. So here I will actually want to put glass around it, so we're going to have glass here, 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 and here. So just glass all around here and lead it one block over it to go like that. So first what we're going to do is actually put a block there and then put that water just like that. And water actually flows to 8 blocks long. So we're actually going to put a sign right there to cut the water off. And then we're going to put a new bucket of water right here. And you're going to see it will lead straight to the end and not go through it, just like that. And here we can put another packed ice or whatever ice or whatever flavor of ice you want. And put a sign right there for now. So we're going to have it just like that. And then now we have to work on this elevator. So right now this is not doing anything and I need my silk touch pick. So what we're going to do to actually make this water stream shoot up right there is, I'm not going to remove this block yet, but we're going to take that piece of soul sand that we actually got from the nether a while ago. We're going to place this right there. And we're going to kind of, for now, we're going to place these signs right here so the water doesn't just go everywhere. We're going to be replacing this with glass again. So we're going to break this piece of glass right here, and it's going to make it flowing water. But once we place this kelp down, and you can actually bone meal kelp, and once you bone meal this kelp, it'll grow all the way up until you can't grow it anymore. And once you break that, it will actually turn into a bubble elevator. So once, and you'll see, yep, the bubbles, and we are actually just floating right now. And I actually just threw my silk touch pickaxe. Did I silk touch anything else? No. I threw my silk touch pickaxe into the water stream by mistake. So we're gonna have to just break this piece of glass. But we do actually just shoot up into the water, and yeah, we have to go get our glass. So now I'm gonna show you an example. Where is it? Should be in somewhere. Oh, it should be here. Yeah, because I did not set this yet as a chest. So I actually made these 3 all for iron. I'm planning on making these for pumpkin and these 3 for melon. But now we can actually just replace the glass here. So we can just put this in our offhand and then go like that and like that. So as you can see, that just shot up right away. So we can break these glass and we can leave it like that. So now it kind of looks like just like, you know, a tube that, you know, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. So now what we can start doing is making the water streams themselves. So how you want to make these water streams, it's really up to you how low in the world you want to, but I typically want to go somewhere where, you know, it wouldn't be on regular land, but you can also, like, you know, get to it and access it if you need to. And I'm going to be covering it in polished andesite because it's not something natural you'll find. So let's say I'm going mining or I'm digging around to light up some caves and I see polished andesite just placed down. I know not to break that because that's the blocks for the water stream itself. So right now we need 3 water streams. We need one for this iron farm, one for the melon and pumpkin farm, and one for that iron farm. So right now we're going to work on this iron farm right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back all the way over there to the storage system, and we're going to write down the y coordinate, not the y, the x coordinates, I believe it is. We are going to write down, let me make sure, yeah, we're going to write down the x coordinate. So the coordinate right over here is the coordinate we are going to write down right now. So we want to make sure that it is the right one. So we are looking at targeted block is 150. That should be correct. So targeted block is negative 150. So that's where, or 140, it says it's 149. So pretty much you want to, with that now we know that is 149, and we can just put that into the chat. Now we can go all the way to the iron farm and make the water stream on 149 itself. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go pretty deep down, not too super deep, so we're on 65, 64, around that. And I think we're gonna go down to maybe 50. No, not 50. We're gonna go down to maybe 60 and make it there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go right here, go down to 60 just like that. We're gonna go down to, I mean, 63 is even fine. We're gonna go down to 60. And we're gonna go to 149 just like this. And then we're going to start replacing the walls. It only really has to be a 1x1 wall because that's how far you're going to make it. But you're going to start replacing the floor and this side and that side and the top over here with whatever block you're going to differentiate. If you're even doing that, you know, you may not want to even do that. I personally will do that just because it's going to be a lot easier, and we have some sand to deal with over here, so maybe we should have gone a little bit lower, but it is fine. We can just use that little trick right there, go to 150 or 49. And yeah, so from the area that you want to have it, this is going to take us a while, isn't it? No, okay. So 149. Ooh, we got that one before, was like right when we weren't supposed to. Like we almost didn't get that one. So yeah, this is, oh, we went past it. So 149 is right here. So we can actually just close all of this back up, right? We can put the sandstone like this, and we'll actually go on up there and fill in the rest of it. But we want to fill in the floors and just like this. So our block is right here. So now we can go all the way. And you should write down your y coordinate too, but I mean your z coordinate too, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna dig pretty far down because we were a decent away. And now I'm going to replace the floor. So before I go and start doing all of that, now what you have to do is start with the water streams. So these water streams are very simple. We're going to be doing the same thing with the ice and everything else. So you're going to just place the piece of ice, and you want to cover this back up too. You're going to cover it with ice. You're going to put this first block is going to be a bucket of water, which I don't have on me. And then you're going to count 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's right here. So the 9th block you're going to take, and you're going to put a block of ice and a sign. And you're going to just continue doing that until you get all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then we're going to go to 9. We're going to do like this and just like that. And you're just going to continue doing that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this block right here, like that. And then we go take some signs. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I do here, typically, when we have a turn just like this, I go to the block right before the turn and I put a block of ice right there, no matter how long it is. Just so that we get a straight flow right there and no blocks will get stuck on the wall, or, you know, there's no like weird flowing water. So that's what I do. You can do something else if you'd like. But now I'm going to take the time. I'm going to replace these all with the polished andesite and get the water streams starting to go. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so I completed all the water streams, and now it's actually time to make the dropper. So if you're not familiar with what a dropper is, I actually forgot to make one, so we'll make one right now. So a dropper is something that will just drop items. It's in the name. So what the dropper is going to do, so we are going to put the dropper facing downwards. So we're going to leave a hopper block, and then we can put the dropper facing down so that we should see the face just like that. And then we can go back up here and we can take our hopper and put it into here. So now we're going to make an auto dropper system. So we're going to take a redstone comparator, we're going to place it right there. Now it sees it's filling up with items. So now over here we're going to leave this sand block. We're actually going to remove these sand blocks. We're going to put a redstone, just a piece of redstone dust right over here. And then you see how that's powered. And then over here we are going to put this block right here, and we'll put a repeater right here, I believe. And then if we like this, and then I think yes. Okay, so now a piece of redstone right there. So now if we want to actually power this, all we would need to do is place a block right here. And no. Yes, maybe. I thought that's how you would power it, by putting a block right there. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna figure this out. Hold on. Okay, so I figured it out. All you gotta do, you just gotta place a block on top of this redstone dust and place a piece of redstone right there. And now you will hear that the dropper is going. So now we have the double chest that we originally made, and it leads into this circuit right here. So we're going to cover this all up right here with blocks that will float. So I'm gonna put it with dirt or stone right now, and I'll come back and cover it with dirt. So we're going to leave it just like that. So we're going to just cover it up like that, and we'll have all the items. I'll actually show you right now. All of the items will lead straight to there. So if we go all throughout here, because I did finish the water streams, I did all of that. I placed all the blocks and all the ice and all the stuff like that. So now if we go and run all the way over here, we should start to see that we have the iron and the poppies going in just like that. And if we look in the chest, 59, 60, and yeah, it seems like the first chest is really catching all of it, and then the poppies, I have no idea where the poppies are going. They might go into one of these other chests, because I don't think I filled in some of these, so they might, yeah, so they're probably going in this chest right here. Let's see. Yeah, there's the poppies populating all of that. We're gonna change that later on, but now we have the iron farm automatically going into there, and I'm probably going to do the rest off camera because it does take a while considering I am replacing the walls of the water stream for polished andesite. But you could hear the water flowing, and you can hear, if you're listening closely, the items kind of plopping down. So that's how you make item elevators, item water streams, an auto dropper, and auto sorting. So we did a lot this episode, which is great to hear, and it's really exciting. So I think next episode we're gonna make an auto sugarcane farm. I'm definitely going to link up these two while I am just while I'm offline, just because it's a lot to do. And I'm probably gonna put all my iron actually into the sorting system, because I feel like I'm gonna be over there a lot more than I am going to be over here. Even though this is our house, I have a feeling we're gonna be there a lot more. So with all that out of the way, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let it change. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below what you want to see me do next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night, everybody.